Hey guys, it's David from Juki Junkies, home to Gigi's Fabric Shop, and in today's video we are going to be comparing all of the Juki TL models that are available in North America. If you're in a different country, there might be some different models, but they're probably very similar to these, just with different names. We've done this video in the past, but this is going to be the most up-to-date and revised video with all the current models and a little bit better quality than the past videos. So let's jump into what we're going to be comparing and get started. So what you can expect to find in this video is we're going to go over all of the physical similarities and differences, the accessory similarities and differences, and we're going to talk about what machine model will be best for you as a sewer. So let's go ahead and compare all of these machines. Physical similarities on the Juki TL, what are they going to all share across the board? Different countries, whether or not you're in North America or in Australia, all of the TLs are going to have the same aluminum body. They're going to be very robust and strong for a semi-industrial sewing machine. They're also going to have an 8.5 by 6 inch throat space, so 8.5 long and 6 inches tall. They're all going to be a straight stitch sewing machine, and they're all going to share the same accessories, whether it's bobbins, feet, anything that the TL-2000 will take aftermarket, the TL-18 will take. So they're all going to be similar in that aspect. As far as the actual buttons go, they're all going to have the needle up down, they're all going to have the cutter function, they're all going to have a reverse lever, which is this little lever right here. They're all going to have the feed dog drop, which is this little switch right here, so you can just drop your feed dogs on a fly. And they're all going to sew up to 6 millimeters, so you can switch this all the way up to 6 millimeters, which is really, really nice. They're going to all come standard with a needle threader, so it's really easy to thread the needle. They're all also going to be high shank feet, of course, which is really nice. And they're all going to be the same weight, so they all are 25 pounds. A lot of people think that these are, semi-industrial machines. They're not the most practical travel machine. You don't want to carry it around. But quite honestly, it's actually not that bad to pick these suckers up and walk around with them. And they're really robust and strong, so you don't have to worry about dropping it and accidentally breaking some plastic components. So they're great for quilting travel machines or a machine that has a lot of power to travel with. All right, I think we went over all the physical similarities. So now we're going to talk about the physical differences between all of the four machines in front of us. And if we didn't already go over this, we have the TL-2000, TL-2010, TL-15, and the TL-18. So there's four different models that are currently available right now. And let's start with the TL-2000 and compare that to the 2010. And then from the 2010, we'll compare that to the TL-15 and the TL-18. So with the TL-2000 over here, we're going to have no speed control. The speed control is just a little lever that's going to be able to be pushed down and up to control your speed. So when you're sewing, if you have the speed control at the lowest position, no matter if you hit the gas pedal all the way down or just a little bit, it's never going to allow you to go to the max speed on the machine. If I have the speed control all the way up, it'll allow me to push down the pedal all the way and it's going to go to the max speed, or I can push down a little bit and it's going to go slow. So it's pretty much like a governor controlling your foot pedal. It's really nice to have the speed control for free motion quilters or somebody who's doing really precise work around edges, just so if you accidentally hit the pedal down all the way, you're not going to go all the way to 1500 stitches per minute. We're going to be governed to whatever we set our speed control knob to. So that'll be the main difference from the TL-2000 to the Juki TL-2010. The next difference, physical difference, from the TL-2000 to the 2010 is going to be the sub-tension unit. The sub-tension unit is located right here. It's just a little extra step to control some tension on the machine and control how long your tails are when you use the thread cutter. So now that we know the differences between the TL-2000 and the 2010, which is just sub-tension and speed control, let's compare the 2010 to the TL-15. So the Juki TL-2010 and the Juki TL-15 are literally just a copy and paste. There's no physical differences whatsoever between these two machines. The only difference between these two machines is the design on the front, which is pretty much just little removable plaques or stickers, you could say. And then really the main differences between these two machines is just accessories. So we'll get into that later on in the video. So the Juki TL-2010/TL-15, we're going to compare these two models to the TL-18 because these two models are the same. We'll just go ahead and say we're going to call it the TL-2010. So the Juki TL-2010 and the TL-18, what is the difference between the two? This is the biggest jump between two models. The TL-18 is going to offer you the micro lifter. What is the micro lifter? It's just a small knob located on the top of the machine that you can rotate, and it allows you to lift up your presser foot a small micro amount, giving you a little bit more clearance underneath that foot when you're sewing over thicker layers, or if you're free motion quilting and you're sewing a thick quilt It allows you to have a little bit more freedom with that presser foot and reduce the presser foot pressure to a negative setting practically. You'll see that found on some of the computerized models. The J150 has that. So that's a really nice feature for the people that are sewing over thicker materials and they know that they're going to want a negative presser foot pressure to get over some of those thicker projects. The next big main difference between the 2010 and the TL-18 is the mounting plate. This is something that's commonly not seen or people don't even notice between the two models, but if you look right here in the throat space where you mount your seam gauges, the mounting plate on the Juki TL-18 is actually a removable piece, so if you strip out the threads, you can just replace that mounting plate and boom, you're good to go. On the TL-2010, if you stripped out the threads, you would have to get it retapped and it'd be a little bit more of a hassle. So that's something to note between the two models. The next physical difference between the TL-2010 and the TL-18 is going to be obviously the color. On the TL-18, the side little plastic cover right here over the hand wheel is going to be a blue and the stickers might be a little bit different. The other notable difference between the TL-2010 and the TL-18 as far as physical differences go, and we usually never talk about this, so this is like a little inside secret, is the little LED light on the TL-18 does have a button on it so you can turn it on and off in case maybe you're shooting a video and the light is kind of draining out the shot. So you can turn it off on the TL-18. We usually don't tell people about it because it's not that big of a deal that the light's not that bright. But honestly, I found out that for the first time like a couple months ago, and we live Juki products. So when I found that out, I was like, Boki, did you know? And she's like, yeah, but it's it's not that cool. And I was like, well, I think it's kind of cool because I've seen people who record and they cover it with tape. So it's kind of cool that you can have that option to turn it on and off. But of course, LED lights can always be added on in the future. Juki Junkies does have an LED light strip that you can throw in on all of the Juki TL models, so check the link in the description of this video for the LED light for your Juki TLs. So let's go over all the Juki TL accessories that are similar across the board from the TL-2000 to the TL-18. Starting with the foot pedal. They're all going to come with the same foot pedal with a nice little heel click function when you push down on the back of it, allowing you to cut your thread on the fly. There's a video going over this foot pedal and how to use it and all the different options for it and the description of this video. So click that link if you want to learn more about the foot pedal. The next cool thing is, of course, the power cord is going to be the same across the board. So if you lose your power cord, it's going to be similar. It's going to be the same power cord across the board for all the Juki TLs. Next thing is going to be the dust cover. They're all coming with a dust cover to keep your machine nice and protected when you're not using it. The next big thing is going to be the extension table. The extension table is going to come with every single Juki TL, allowing you to have a bigger workspace for the person that's wanting to use the machine for quilting or laying out, big flat pieces of material. They're all going to come with a knee lift, allowing you to lift up your foot with your knee, so you don't have to reach behind the machine and physically lift up your foot. When you're pivoting and sewing around little corners or doing applique, that's a really nice feature to have. And the final similarity for accessories is going to be the even feed foot, also known as the walking foot, which is a great accessory. Everybody loves this walking foot that comes with this machine, and it allows you to sew over multiple layers and have a very consistent feed because you have the top feeding and the bottom with the feed dogs, allowing it to really sew consistently across the board when you're sewing over those thicker, bulkier materials. So now let's go over the standard accessories, starting with the Juki TL-2000, and as we move up the podium of TLs, it just increases in accessories. So standard across the board with all of the machines, we have the flathead screwdriver, a needle pack, a little brush, a spool cap, a T-screw, which is golden to have near your machine at all times. It's great for removing your stitch plate, your needle, pretty much it's a nice little handy tool. It comes with 5 bobbins standard with this machine, a little pack of oil, the even feed foot, which we've already gone over, and the Juki TL-2000 comes standard with a standard presser foot, which is a scant 1/4 inch foot. And now let's look at the TL-2010 accessories, which, like I said, as we move up, these will all remain the same. We'll just increase over here with more accessories. So as far as the Juki TL-2010 goes with accessories, we're of course having everything the TL-2000 comes with, and we're getting the 1/4 inch free motion quilting foot, which is great for free motion quilting. And we're getting the adjustable zipper foot, which is right here. So now we're talking about the TL-15 accessories and all of the extras that it comes with. Of course, it comes standard with everything the TL-2000 does, the TL-2010 does, and now we're just adding the open toe free motion quilting foot. So it has a little bit of an open cutout there. We're adding the quilt guide for the even feed walking foot. So this is a nice little guide that goes onto the even feed foot, allowing you to have symmetrical lines when sewing with the even feed foot. And then we're also adding the foot switch stopper. This is a nice little attachment you can put on the bottom of your foot pedal if you don't like the cutting function that it comes with. So it doesn't work if you put this on there. So that's kind of nice for the person that doesn't want it to cut when they heel click. So now let's look at the Juki TL-18. This is the Mac Daddy machine that's going to come with all of the accessories. Well, not all of them, but a lot of the accessories. We're going to be adding the 1/5 free motion quilting foot, the rolled hem foot, the 1/4 inch guide foot, and the 1/4 inch compensating foot with the TL-18. So you're getting 10 accessories with the Juki TL-18. Breaking news, if you guys didn't already know, we are JukiJunkies.com, a small mom and pop shop located just outside of Tampa, Florida. We take pride in learning and using all Juki products, hence the name Juki Junkies. We have tons of accessories, tons of Juki machines, and we ship very, very quick. So if you're in the market for a Juki product or machine or anything to do with Juki, or even other products such as notions and materials for sewing, check out JukiJunkies.com. We do take a lot of pride in our customer service before and after the sale. So if you get a Juki sewing machine or accessory from our website, feel free to reach out and contact us if you have any questions. We love to FaceTime, Skype, talk to our customers one-on-one and really get them comfortable with their machine. We also hand test every Juki TL that leaves our warehouse here, so we make sure that it's perfect for you. There's no imperfections from the factory. We leave it threaded and set for a 40 weight thread, so the tension's already set, and you get a nice little sample of the stitch quality with your sewing machine so you know what it's capable of. So if you are looking for a Juki machine, definitely check out Juki Junkies and we'll be happy to help you out. So now that we've gone over all the similarities, all the differences, make sure you leave a comment down below if there's any questions on what machine is right for you. But as far as all of these machines, they are very versatile semi-industrial sewing machines. We really believe every person should have a Juki TL in their arsenal. You can sew from silk, organza, all the way up to faux leathers and pliable leathers and make bags with them. You can go from very fine materials all the way up to thick materials, and they have tons of accessories and options to make it possible. To different feet and accessories, different threads. You can go from like quilting threads all the way up to a Tech 70, which is like an industrial thread, so you can get those thicker stitches on your bags and really get your stitches to pop out. So really there's no wrong choice or option for you. Each machine would be amazing. However, we're going to do a very in-depth video on what machine would fit your needs the best, because each model with all the different accessories and the physical differences can vary, and budget and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you subscribe if you want to learn more on what machine would fit your needs the most, or you can always just give us a call and we'll talk about it on the phone, because we love talking to our customers. Call us at 813-661-9000, or just look in the description for our contact information, as things could change over time. One other thing I want to mention is our Facebook group. We never want to leave this out. We have a Juki Junkies Facebook group. It's a private group. Answer the questions thoroughly as we individually select each person that joins the group, and it's got tons of resources as far as talking about different machines. You can share your thoughts on what machine might fit your needs, or you can just kind of look at all the people's projects that they've sewn or done on a Juki machine. So it's a great little resource if you're in the market to kind of start getting your feet wet and research on Juki products. So with that being said, you can't go wrong with the Juki TL. You're gonna love whichever model you get. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We post every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you enjoyed it, and share it with a friend who's looking for a TL or has Juki products and wants to learn more, because our YouTube channel is a great little source for you to learn. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.